All right, welcome back, and thank you guys for sticking with us. We have some special guests in Studio 2 this morning. Stacy, Parvin, and Mr. Steve Jones from Winston Strong are joining us. How are we doing this morning?
Great.
Doing well, thank you.
You guys are up early, and I appreciate you guys for coming in. But let's just jump right into it. Excuse me, because I feel like we have a lot to touch base. So first, for the people who don't know what Winston Strong is, kind of talk to us about when it started and what you guys do.
You want to go first or me?
Here, I'll go with you, Mr. Steve.
Sure. We started 10 years ago, which the anniversary is coming up here pretty quick. But anyway, started 10 years ago, basically a local base recovery community board that was put in place to help our community out.
Perfect. And so, Ms. Stacy, from 10 years ago to now, you guys are still working in the community. And last year we had the floods, and we've received some funds. So talk to me about the work that you guys have done recently within Winston County.
Sure. Well, a year ago in March, when the tornadoes tore through both Monroe County, well, actually all over the state, we pivoted to try to help our neighbors out. And then when the floods came in Louisville, we got 14 inches of rain in less than 12 hours. And so we had flash floods. And so we pivoted back to our community. And there's a process you go through doing evaluations and assessments. We did not get a federal declaration, but that put us working with MEMA and the state funds that are available, the DARP funds, Disaster Assistance Recovery. And so we were able to get those, and we went again through the community doing assessments. And you give the estimates to MEMA. Carlos Rodriguez is our MEMA representative, and he takes really good care of us. And then we are dependent. It only covers materials and supplies, so we're dependent on labor for help. And so Larry Miller with Mennonite Disaster Services out of Meshulaville got us connected with some Mennonites coming in from New York and Pennsylvania and Ohio. And these, I think they ended up being about 68 volunteers that came in.
Wow.
68, that's correct.
And you guys fixed 13 homes, correct?
Fixed 13 homes for us, but they are just such good people. They saw people in need that came up and said,
really?
We have materials, could you fix this? And they would just fix it. So they fixed
that is amazing.
30 homes in the 3 weeks they were here.
So Mr. Steve, like Ms. Stacy was saying, y'all have, pivoted to other communities, and y'all have even inspired other communities to form their own Winston Strong. So how does that feel to know that the effort that y'all are doing in your own community has inspired others? Well,
of course, it is a tragedy, and it does make you feel good, but it's in a good way. Because once again, we are reflecting on a tragedy. So once again, we hope that our brothers and sisters out there can see what we've done to hopefully maybe get theirs in place when it happens. We hope it never happens, and after the storm 10 years ago, we hoped we would have another one, but here we are again.
So Miss Stacy, I know that we're kind of waiting on some details, but we do have some stuff coming up. So talk to me about what we know right now.
Sure. Well, part of anybody's recovery from anything, whether it be addiction or disaster, is telling your story. And so that's always an important part of it. So we had several different community groups, healing, we called them Circles of Hope, where people got together to tell their stories. And so Beth with the library in Louisville is starting to get the oral histories of survivors together. And then we're planning some community events too, so that more people can tell their story, and we can celebrate the providence that has brought good from this bad thing.
And while we're wrapping up, if someone wants to join and volunteer, how can they get connected with you guys?
I guess just call us.
All right, I'll give you guys their number. So if you want to join, but we've got a lot more to get to after the break.